What happens when a player hits 311, drives in 94 runs, and is still treated like a forgotten piece on the chessboard? The Toronto Blue Jays are playing a dangerous game with Bichette, and the silence is deafening. While the front office chases shiny new toys like Kyle Tucker and Alex Bregman, one of their homegrown stars is being left in the cold. But why? The answer might reveal more about the Blue Jays championship philosophy than you think. Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome to Jays Quick News, your go-to spot for the latest Toronto Blue Jays updates. Today, we're diving into one of the most puzzling storylines of this offseason. Why is Bichette, a .2/311 hitter and franchise cornerstone, getting absolutely zero attention from his own team? And if you want to stay locked in on every Blue Jays move this winter, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss a beat. Let's start with the facts. Bichette just wrapped up a season where he batted .311 with 18 home runs and 94 RBIs. In an era where batting average has become almost irrelevant to many analysts, Bichette proved he can still put the ball in play at an elite level. He's only 27 years old, entering what should be the prime years of his career. And here's the kicker. He's even offered to move positions, willing to play second base for any team that wants him. This is a player showing flexibility, maturity, and a team-first mentality. So why is Ross Atkins giving almost no detail on contract negotiations? Why does it feel like the Blue Jays have already moved on? According to Brady Farkas of Yahoo Sports, the lack of interest in Bichette isn't just coming from Toronto, it's league-wide. But the Blue Jays have the most to lose here. This is a homegrown talent who came up through their system, became a fan favorite, and is produced at a high level alongside Vladimir Guerrero Jr. These are the kind of franchise cornerstones that organizations dream about building around. Here's where it gets complicated. The Blue Jays are clearly prioritizing other targets. Kyle Tucker, the Houston Astros outfielder, is at the top of their wish list. Alex Bregman, another high-profile name, is also in the mix. Both would be significant additions, no question. But are they chasing these external stars at the expense of retaining their own? Farkas himself said it best, "I'd want Bichette back if I were the Jays." A homegrown combo of Bichette and Guerrero is the kind of thing that organizations dream about. I wouldn't break that up, not for Bregman and not for Tucker either. Think about what the Blue Jays could be walking away from. Chemistry matters, continuity matters. Bichette and Guerrero grew up together in this organization. They know each other's tendencies, they feed off each other's energy, and the fan base has emotionally invested in watching them succeed together. Breaking up that duo for external talent might make sense on a spreadsheet, but baseball isn't played on spreadsheets. It's played with heart, hustle, and familiarity. Now, let's talk defense. Yes, Bichette has struggled defensively at shortstop. That's no secret. His range has been questioned, and advanced metrics haven't been kind to him in recent years. But here's the thing. He's willing to move. If the Blue Jays want Addison Barger at third, Ernie Clement at second, and Angel Martinez at shortstop, Bichette has already said he'll play wherever the team needs him. That level of selflessness should be rewarded, not ignored. Instead, the front office seems more interested in reconfiguring the entire infield around external acquisitions, rather than working with what they already have. Let's put this in historical context. How many times have we seen teams let homegrown talent walk, only to regret it later? The Blue Jays have made this mistake before. They've watched players develop elsewhere while overpaying for free agents who didn't pan out. Bichette represents something more valuable than just his statistics. He represents stability, fan connection, and organizational identity. When you let players like that slip away, you're not just losing production, you're losing culture. So what happens next? If the Blue Jays land Tucker, does Bichette become expendable? If they miss on Tucker, will they scramble to bring Bichette back, only to find he's already signed elsewhere? The risk here is enormous. Bichette is only 27. He's not a declining veteran looking for one last payday. He's a player who should be entering his peak years. And if another team recognizes his value before Toronto does, the Blue Jays could be left with a massive hole in their lineup and nothing to show for it. Farkas raises a critical question in his analysis. Do the Jays want to push Bichette to second base, Ernie Clement to third, and keep Addison Barger in, right? Do they like that alignment? The silence from the front office suggests they haven't figured it out yet, and that's concerning. This should have been addressed weeks ago. Instead, we're left guessing while other teams potentially circle. Here's the bottom line. Bichette deserves better. He's given this organization everything. He's adapted his game, shown flexibility, and produced at a high level. The fact that he's receiving so little consideration, both from the Blue Jays and across the league, is baffling. This isn't just about numbers. It's about respect. It's about recognizing what a player means to an organization beyond WAR and defensive metrics. And if the Blue Jays don't wake up soon, they might lose one of the best offensive players they've developed in years. The Blue Jays are playing a risky game with Bichette, and the clock is ticking. Will they prioritize external stars over homegrown talent, or will they recognize what they already have before it's too late? What do you think, Jays Nation? Should the Blue Jays re-sign Bichette, or is it time to move on? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Blue Jays news. Until next time, stay locked in.